Ladies and gentlemen, a very pleasant good afternoon to you wherever you may be, and welcome to this presentation of Conference USA Baseball here on CUSA.TV. Live here on a beautiful Sunday afternoon in the Queen City, Robert and Miriam Hayes Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. The site for the series finale between the visiting Western Kentucky Hilltoppers and the host Charlotte 49ers. Charlotte looks for their first Conference USA Series sweep of the 2018 season after taking the first two contests of this series, 4-2 on Friday night and 6-4 yesterday afternoon. As we'll turn to the junior lefty Joey Cooner to try to get the job done. But the Hilltoppers, of course, avoid the sleep and look to get back on track tonight, while Charlotte looks to extend their current win streak out to 5 games. They're at 27-19 overall, 13-10 in Conference USA play, while they're 19-8 here at Robert and Miriam Hayes Stadium this season. Western Kentucky at 20-26 overall, 10-13 in league action, and just 8-12 away from Nick Dennis Field in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Western Kentucky will go with a little bit of a different lineup today after going with the same two in back-to-back games on Friday and Saturday. It'll be the same three, however, due up. The right fielder Luke Brown will lead things off. The second baseman Stephen Kraft will bat second. The center fielder Jacob Rhinesmith will hit third. Hitting cleanup for the first time in the starting lineup in the series is the DH Richard Constantine. Coley Curry, the left fielder, batting fifth. Hitting sixth, the first baseman Chase Larson. The catcher Colin Bukevich batting seventh. Hitting eighth, the third baseman Nick Brunson, and rounding out the order for the visiting Hilltoppers is the shortstop Kevin Lambert. As Luke Brown, the freshman right fielder, will step up. Left-handed batter will face off against the left-handed pitcher Joey Cooner. Cooner wearing number 26, 6'2", 200 pounds out of Warsaw, Missouri. The Crowder Community College transfer in his first season with the 49ers. Cooner, a 3-3 record, the 5.25 ERA, delivers the first pitch in there for a ball. We're underway, 87 miles per hour, clocked on the arm of Joey Cooner. 1-0 count to Luke Brown. Luke Brown 4 for 9 in the series so far with 2 runs scored. After going 4 for 5 in the Friday night game with 4 singles, was held to 0 for 4 in yesterday's contest, but did score a run after a walk. Cooner misses up and in, 2-0 the count. To Brown, the freshman, local product at Bowling Green, Kentucky. Brown hitting .336 overall on the season, .378 in Conference USA play. 2-0 pitch is in there for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike to count from Cooner to Brown. Winds and delivers. Line drive back up the middle into center field. It was going to be a leadoff single for Luke Brown, his 5th hit of the series. He's now 5 for 10 on the weekend. A good start for the Hilltopper offense, as Brown will be the leadoff runner on, and that will bring up Stephen Kraft. So Luke Brown tallies hit number 48 on the season, hit number 35 in Conference USA games. That'll bring up the senior second baseman Stephen Kraft. He's 3 for 8 in the series with an RBI single in yesterday's game. Correction, RBI double for the native of Gainesville, Virginia. Cooner will work from the stretch. Line drive caught by actually over the glove Hunter Jones in the center field. Looked like Jones going to get a glove on the diving effort, but it's back-to-back singles right away for WKU. And they're threatening here with nobody out. Ducks on the pond for Jacob Rhinesmith.
Number 2, Jacob Rhinesmith.
Hard to ask for a better start from the WKU offense, looking to avoid the sweep this afternoon. Charlotte got the series win yesterday. They're now 6-2 in Conference USA Series this season, but have not swept a single Conference USA Series. Haven't had a sweep overall since the second home series of the season, where they swept the Siena College Saints in 4 games all the way back on March the 4th. They've only been swept one time. That was on the road at FAU. They dropped all 3 down in Boca Raton, Florida, to the Owls. So Joey Cooner in trouble here in the opening frame. First and second, nobody out for Jacob Rhinesmith. The junior out of Shapoki, Minnesota, wearing number 2, the starting center fielder, as he has in all 3 games this series. 0-1 count to Rhinesmith. He's 2 for 7 in the series. 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs, and a solo home run yesterday to get the Hilltoppers on the board. His 12th of the season, which is now tied for first in Conference USA. As he fouls it off the netting, left side. Quickly an 0-2 count to Rhinesmith as Cooner starts him off ahead. Luke Brown at second base. Stephen Kraft at first after back-to-back singles in the center field. as we're just getting underway on a warm Sunday afternoon here at Robert and Mary Mays Stadium. Charlotte looking for win number 5 in a row. Cooner sets, looks back to second a couple of times, and he will step off, checking on the lead runner, Brown. Luke Brown is a threat to go on the base paths. 9 for 15 in stolen bases this season. Cooner leans in, awaits the sign of the starting catcher for Charlotte this afternoon, Harris Yet. There's the 0-2. Line drive left field. That's going to drop in for a hit and roll into the gap. Luke Brown being waved around from second base. Stephen Kraft in the third. He'll get the stop sign. But Ryan Smith's in there with an RBI double. Back-to-back-to-back hits for Western Kentucky to begin the ball game. They're already up 1-0 here in the top half of the first. That's hit number 3 on the series for Jacob Rhinesmith. His second extra base hit, of course, had the solo home run yesterday, plus a single. And now Brown, second-year pitching coach Sean Doty immediately, after the WKU offense have come out swinging here in the top half of the first. Western Kentucky, 2 runs on 9 hits in the 4-2 loss in Game 1. 4 runs on 9 hits in Game 2 yesterday. Charlotte winning by a 2-run margin in both of the contests. Charlotte got off to the 3-0 start yesterday before Western Kentucky chipped away at the lead slowly, getting 1 back in the top of the 4th. Charlotte then answered with 2 more for their final runs in the bottom of the 5th. For Western Kentucky, had 3 unanswered, 1 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th, before Charlotte answered back with 1 run in the 7th. They held on for the 6-4 win. Runners at second and third. Joey Cooner still yet to record an out against the WKU offense after an RBI double by Jacob Rhinesmith. First pitch, breaking ball in there for a strike at 76 miles per hour, 0-1 the count. Stephen Kraft at third base, Rhinesmith at second. Base hit here for Richard Constantine. The DH could really break this thing open early. Constantine making his first appearance in the starting batting order after coming in as a pinch hitter last 2 contests. Swing and a miss at the breaking ball in the outer half. 0-2 the count. Constantine wearing number 32, the sophomore of Huntsville, Alabama. Volunteer State Community College transfer. Came in as a pinch hitter for the first time on Friday night on the first pitch he saw from Josh Maciejewski in the 9th. Single to the left field. That's his only hit of the series thus far. Has an opportunity to extend this WKU deficit, or swings and misses at the breaking ball. He is gone on 3 pitches. First out recorded by Joey Cooner on the breaking ball, and it's a big one with runners at second and third. But still 2 more outs to get. Coley Curry now to the dish. Strikeout number 31 on the season for the junior lefty. Now we have Curry to the plate, the senior left fielder at Jackson, Tennessee. He's 1 for 8 in the series so far, the 1 hit being a single, plus a strikeout. First pitch to Curry. Ground ball sharply at the short. Gobbled up by Hunter Jones. Throws it on to first for out number 2. But a run comes across. Stephen Kraft will score on the RBI ground up by Coley Curry. It's a 2-0 lead for Western Kentucky. But a good job by Joey Cooner to get the ground ball starting to settle back in after allowing 3 straight hits to lead off the game. Now he's gotten the strikeout and the 6-3 putouts. Jacob Rhinesmith moves up to third base. 1 more out to get for Joey Cooner. Chase Larson now to the plate. He's also 1 for 8 in the series with a strikeout. First pitch, check swing, but he did go around. That's an 0-1 count. Chase Larson, the junior first baseman out of San Diego, California. Larson overall hitting .216 in 2018, but just .184 in Conference USA games. Ground ball to third. Picked up by Jackson Mims, throws it on to first for out number 3. Not before Western Kentucky tacks on 2 in the top of the first, but Joey Cooner settles in, getting the next 3 in order after allowing 3 straight hits. We go to the bottom of the first. Charlotte gets their first opportunity of the ballgame on the offensive side. You're watching Conference USA Baseball on CUSA.TV.
At UNC Charlotte, we know a thing or 2 about opportunity. We build a foundation, inspired progress. Now, opportunity knocks. Who is it? The future. It's here. But it doesn't end here. It leads you here, here, and here, and pulls you right back here. Feel it? That's opportunity.
Two 2-0 lead for the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. We enter the bottom half of the first. WKU tallies 3 straight hits off Joey Cooner to begin the opening frame. One, an RBI double. That was the first run scored on a hit by Jacob Rhinesmith. And the second run scored, an RBI ground out by Coley Curry for his first RBI of the series. But after allowing 3 straight hits, Joey Cooner got the next 3 Hilltoppers in order. So now Charlotte get their first opportunity against the lefty Evan Acosta. Acosta, the junior, at Batavia, Illinois. 6'2", 200 pounds. Acosta making his 16th overall appearance of the season, 8th start. 2-2 record, the 4.04 ERA. 35 and 2/3 innings of work, 20 strikeouts to 16 walks, and opponent turning .254 against him in 2018. Starting batting order for the Charlotte 49ers, written up by 26th-year head coach Lauren Hibbs. It'll be the usual first 4 due up. Reese Hampton, the center fielder, leading off. Batting second, the third baseman, Jackson Mims. The catcher, Harris Yett, batting third. Hitting cleanup is the left fielder, Drew Ober. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Dominic Camerata. Hitting sixth, the right fielder, Todd Elwood. Hunter Jones, the shortstop, batting seventh. Hitting eighth, the first baseman, Zach Smith. And rounding out the order is the second baseman, Tommy Bullock. Starting defensive lineman for WKU on the infield from left to right. Nick Brunson at third base, Kevin Lambert at short. Stephen Kraft at second, and Chase Larson at first. In the outfield from left to right, Coley Curry in left, Jacob Rhinesmith in center, and Luke Brown in right. And, of course, the battery of the Hilltopper infield, Evan Acosta, the junior, on the mound, and the redshirt junior, Colin Bukevich, catching him. As Reese Hampton will step in, trying to break out of his temporary slump. He's 0 for 9 in the series thus far. Was 0 for 5 yesterday with 2 strikeouts. Junior leadoff hitter from Charlotte has started in all 46 games this season for the 49ers in center field. His average at .327 on the year, 65 hits, 5 home runs, 32 RBIs. High fly ball right field, but it will tail foul out of play. Count 0-1 to Reese. Hampton .327 overall. Just .263 in Conference USA games. 7 doubles, 4 triples as well, with a .477 slugging percentage. 0-1. Off speed missing low. 1-1 the count. Charlotte 6 runs on 9 hits in the 6-4 win yesterday. 1-1. Missing away, 2-1. Charlotte, if the season ended today, they'll have a first-round bye in the Conference USA tournament. They're currently alone in 4th place in the Conference USA standings, ahead of UTSA, who's at 11-11. 2-1. Missing low and in. Hitters count to Reese Hampton. It's a 3-ball, 1-strike count from Evan Acosta. Acosta, 35 hits allowed this year, 19 runs, 16 of those earned. Yeah, 2-2 record, 4.04 ERA. His 8th start of the season. 3-1, line drive, left center field. It's going to get down for a hit. That's the first one of the series for Hampton. He'll now chug on to second base. The throw-in is not going to be in time. It's a leadoff double by Reese Hampton. That's one way to break out of the slump. And Charlotte's in business here in the bottom half of the first.
Now batting number 27, Jackson.
So Reese Hampton's back to doing what Reese Hampton has done all season. Leadoff double, and Charlotte has a chance to cut the lead in half with another base hit here as Jackson Mims will step up. Mims has struggles in the series as well, just 1 for 7 at the dish. But his one hit, an RBI single on Friday night, which got Charlotte on the board in that contest after trailing 2-0. It was just a little Texas League blooper into left center field, but it got the job done. Mims still the leader in batting average for Charlotte this season at .352. Has started all 46 games in his redshirt junior campaign. Chopper to short, picked up by Lambert on 1 hop, throws it on to first for the out. But Mims does his job, moves Reese Hampton over to third base, 1 out. Harris Yett to the out to the dish.
Now batting number 8, Harris Yett.
Harris yet also just 1 for 6 in this series so far. 1 run scored, that one hit being a single. Reese Hampton 90 feet away. Charlotte left 16 runners on base yesterday, but got the 6-4 win regardless. Charlotte had the bases loaded, 1 out in the first, second and third, 1 out in the second. Ground ball back up the middle. This should do the job. Tough play for Kraft, and there'll be no throw. Harris yet is safe, and it's an RBI infield single. And Charlotte's on the board. They cut the lead in half, 2-1. Harris, on the first pitch. Slow chopper up the middle for his second hit of the series, and the red-hot Drew Ober now to the plate. Well, it didn't take long for Charlotte to answer after Western Kentucky tallied the first 2 runs in the top half of the first on 3 total hits off Joey Cooner. But Cooner getting some early run support. Drew Ober 5 for 9 in the series of 3 runs scored. Line drive sharply hit down the left field line or right field line, but it's foul. 0-1 count to the redshirt sophomore of Huntersville, North Carolina. Has raised his average up to .309 on the season with his scorching hot series this weekend. Over .361 in Conference USA games. Over 59 total hits, 4 home runs, 36 RBIs. Sharply hits center field, but Ryan Smith is there to make the catch for the second out. Ober gives one a ride to right center field, but not quite enough. And Dominic Camarada now to the plate. So 2-1 lead now. We're just in the bottom half of the first inning. RBI infield single by Harris yet scores Reese Hampton. 1 run, 2 hits so far for the Niners. 2 outs. Dominic Camarada now to the plate. The redshirt junior of Asheville, North Carolina is 3 for 9 so far in the series. 4 runs scored, 2 runs driven in. Had the go-ahead RBI double on Friday night to put Charlotte up in front 3-2. After the Niners trailed 2-0 in that Friday night game. They trailed 2-0 once again, but much earlier in the Friday night contest, WKU got on the board in the top half of the 5th. 0-1 from Acosta. Breaking ball missing low and in. 1-1 the count. Acosta coming off his second longest start of the season last week against Louisiana Tech. Went 5 innings, allowed 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 walks, and 5 strikeouts, which were a season high for him. 1-1. Check swing by Camarada, but he did not go around. Home plate umpire Joseph Smith calling the balls and strikes. Alex Scandalous at first and Brian Martin at third. 2 balls, 1 strike to Camarada. Increases his team lead out to 13 doubles on the season, which is now top 5 in Conference USA. Hitting .286 overall, 46 hits, 6 home runs, 23 RBIs. His first season with the 49ers, the transfer from Pitt Community College. And he has a hitter's count, 3 balls, 1 strike. Harris yet still standing at first after his RBI infield single. 3-1. Takes it outside. It's a 5-pitch walk, and the inning will continue. Harris yet moves up to second, and now we'll bring Todd Elwood now to the plate. Elwood's had himself a breakout series this weekend. He's 4 for 7 at the plate after going 3 for 4 on Friday night. Those 3 hits in the game were a season high for the sophomore of Indian Trail, North Carolina. He has 1 run scored plus an RBI. With 310 overall and even 300 average in Conference USA. Harris yet at second base, Dominic Camarada at first. 2 outs off Evan Acosta. Off the glove of Bukevich, but keeps it in front of him. It's a 1-0 count. WKU currently holds that very last spot to qualify for the Conference USA tournament. They're at 8th overall in the standings at 10-13, so an important game for them. 1-0 pitch, right down the heart of the plate for a strike. 1-1 the count. Charlotte so far, 1 run, 2 hits. Western Kentucky, 2 runs on 3 hits. After they tallied 3 straight hits off Joey Cooner in the opening frame. Acosta gets the sign from Bukevich. 1-1 to Elwood. Line drive left side, but foul. He'll land out of play just to the left of the Western Kentucky bullpen to the left field line. 1-2 the count. Southern Miss, the first team to clinch a spot in the Conference USA tournament. They're at 18-4 overall in the league, 34-12 on the season. They're currently ranked 11th in the country in most top 25 polls. Louisiana Tech's in second, Florida Atlantic in third. 1-2. 90-mile-per-hour fastball missing outside, 2-2. Both starting pitchers for the Niners got the wins on the mound. Josh Maciejewski on Friday, Matt Brooks yesterday. Two-two. Half swing by Elwood. Lines it left side foul. Stays alive in the at-bat to keep the count even at 2-2. Elwood 27 total hits, just 2 extra base hits. Both of those are doubles. With just 9 RBIs on the season as well. 412 on base percentage. Not a guy who started a ton at the beginning of the season, but as his bat has heated up, he has earned a lot more time in the starting role in right field. 2-2, line straight back, and the at-bat will continue. Umpire Brian Martin will ask for new baseballs. Two balls, 2 strikes to Todd Elwood. Evan Acosta looks to work his way out of the jam to keep this a 1-run lead for WKU. 2-2. Line drive left side will do it again. Good at bat by Elwood. Charlotte didn't trail in the contest yesterday after getting off to the 3-0 start in the bottom of the third. Western Kentucky, however, made it a 5-4 game in the top or bottom half of the 7th. But Charlotte got the all-important run after the 7th inning stretch. Harris yet at second, Dominic Camerata at first. 2-2, line drive caught by Nick Brunson on the diving snag, and the inning is over. What a play by the junior at the hot corner to keep Charlotte further off the board. The Niners do get 1 run back on RBI single by Harris. Yeah, we go to the top half of the second. WKU 2, Charlotte 1. You're watching Conference USA Baseball on CUSA.TV.